Medicaid expansion, workforce development, small business support, and the House budget were all at the forefront in Raleigh last week. You're watching the weekly Advocacy at Work update from the Chamber of Catawba County. I'm Brian Francis, Advocacy Director, and it's April 3rd, 2023. First, the week started with the signing of Medicaid expansion. House Bill 75, Access to Healthcare Options, was signed by Governor Roy Cooper on Monday in a big celebratory ceremony. Now, this is the first key bill we've been tracking this year to make it all the way through the legislative process. And speaking of the governor, we appreciate his visit to Catawba County this week to recognize the important role that Catawba County businesses are playing in the expansion of broadband across the state, and particularly in rural areas. The week ended with the rollout of the House budget, and we expect that House 259 will be heard and likely amended in the House Appropriations Committee on Tuesday and on the House floor at the end of this week. We'll be combing through the budget and those expected changes this week and have more information for you in our next several updates. Now, additionally, last week, Senate 193 Career Development Plans hadn't really seen any action, but now it has passed through the Senate by a unanimous vote. This bill addresses the Chamber workforce priority as it aims to provide for career development plans for all middle and high school students. We'll continue to follow this one as it works its way through the House. And finally, House Bill 537, Workforce Housing Act, was filed this week. And this bill would address critical housing needs by decreasing regulatory burdens on certain development, enhancing financing options for first-time home buyers and veterans, and providing additional ongoing funding to support workforce housing. Now, the bill has, however, caused some concern from local governments who see it as an infringement on local control, and by members of the economic development community concerned that it could result in residential construction taking valuable land and resources from industrial and commercial development. I'll be back next week with more updates, including on some of those bills, as well as more on the House budget. Until then, I'm Brian Francis, and this has been Advocacy at Work from the Chamber of Catawba County.